everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I did the last video. Somebody said to me, that I'm not putting enough videos out there, in order to get monetized, so I'm not getting enough views. It's really kind of hard. I do a lot of cars. I really do. I do a lot of cars. And the cars that I do, I have them in time frame. I don't have anybody that could videotape it for me while I'm doing it. And, I have to do it myself. For me to do a basic detail, it takes me on a regular, say the one that's behind me right here. This is my wife's Telluride. I'm getting ready to do it. You can see how dirty it is. I'm gonna take it around to show you what's going on with it. But for me to do a basic detail inside and out, it takes me at least 2.5 hours to do it. And sometimes it may take longer than that. It all depends on what I got to go through, okay? Because you got to remember, first, I got to hit the wheels. I got to hit the wheel wells on the inside. Those are the first thing I have to do. Then I have to hit the paint. I have to give the paint a good wash. Every one of my basic details gets some iron remover if needed, and it gets a clay bar. Well, not a clay bar, but a synthetic clay mitt. After I wash it, I use a synthetic clay mitt over it to remove as much contaminants that I can. That's all that's included in a basic detail that I give. And then from that, you got the interior, which is vacuumed out, and everything is wiped down, sprayed and wiped down. That means the doors, the dashboards, whatever ashtrays that are in there, the visors, the headliners, all that stuff is done. And if I'm doing that and trying to record at the same time, it takes me a little bit of time to do it. I had a nice day today. It's on a Sunday morning. It's beautiful out here. It's close to around 50 degrees. I'm in the sun washing it, but I'm not in hot beaming sun, so, I'm gonna be fine, all right? I just wanna share with you guys, on this last Black Friday, I got some great deals. I really did. I did some shopping, and I got some great deals on some good detail stuff. Let me show you what I got first. I can't think of this guy's name. I saw him, one of the YouTubers, and I saw him, he was comparing, I got this, I believe you pronounce this, Soprints, Soprince, Soprints or Suprints, whatever. I got this Suprints, Soprints foam cannon, and it's a clear one. Yeah, I mean, it's got a real nice nozzle, and the metal hardware on this thing is really, really good. And he was comparing it to the MJC, which you all know, the MJCs cost you about $100. And the thing about it is, he came out with the same results as he did with the MJC, okay? This one cost me, I got it off Amazon, I believe it was like $19 off of Amazon. That's without taxes. So, I got a few other foam cannons too, and don't get me wrong, I mean, there's some cheap stuff out there, and I can show you, I got some cheap foam cannons that the top part broke off of them, they fall apart and whatnot. And sometimes you get what you pay for. That's the truth. Sometimes you do get what you pay for. But the thing about it is, sometimes you can find some really good deals and some really quality products. I don't know if this is China made or what. I have no idea who made it. All I know is I'm going to test it out today, and I'm going to test it out on the Telluride to see how it works. Now, the soap I'm going to use in it, I'm going to something a little bit different this morning. Somebody was telling me about this, I was watching, I was watching somebody about this Rain-X high foaming car wash. Now, I've used the Rain-X, the blue stuff before. I used it in a video, and it's the stuff that's supposed to, supposed to dry up without the spots in it and all that. And it worked pretty good, it did. But this soap is, this came from Walmart, and I believe it was like $7 for this, what is it? It's 100 ounces, which is 3 quarts, three quarts, 4 ounces in a, 2.95 liter. And this stuff was like $7, okay? So I'm gonna use this in the foam cannon instead of using, any of my highly concentrated stuff, that comes in a small jar that I got over there. I'm gonna try using this and see how well it foams up. And I'm gonna use it in this foam cannon, and we're gonna see what kind of results we get of it. So this vehicle hasn't been washed in a couple of weeks. It's been through snow, and we had the snow, some rain, and everything else. And you can see, actually how dirty it is. Look, even my advertisement sign back here, look how dirty that is. I can't have her riding around in the car. I can't ride around the car. I don't ride around any car, it's dirty. But you riding around in a vehicle that says auto detailing, and it looks like this, It's kind of an embarrassment. Okay, so, and we don't want to be embarrassed. No, we don't. But take a look at this front end, and look at how dirty this front end is. Look at this. So that's the vehicle. What I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be using about this much water. You see how far I got the water, and I'm gonna fill the rest of the top up with this soap. And this is it's thick, and it's kind of thick like a dishwashing liquid. Kind of smells like dishwashing liquid too. So we're gonna get that. That's enough in there so I can get this shuck up and get it around there real good. So as you can see, I got this shuck up real good, and right now I think it's all the way closed. I'm gonna open it a little bit, and let's see the adjustments on this thing. Let's see how the soap is gonna come out of it. Okay. So let's see what we get here. That's almost half the vehicle, and you can see that it's only used about that much of the soap. And I got this thing open pretty good, all right? So, but I want you guys, let me get y'all in here a little bit closer, because I want you guys to see, I want you guys to take a look. Look at the shaving cream type of foam that this thing has produced, okay? You can see that in my hands. So I'm gonna finish spraying out the rest of the vehicle, and then we'll see how it works out. It's been a few minutes, and after letting that sit like it's supposed to sit, I'll try some suds on to see how slick it is. Very slick. Well, one of the reasons why it's slick is because I do have a ceramic coating on it, which this is going to be one of those videos that's going to be killing two birds with one stone, where it's been a year since I put a ceramic coating on this car, and we're going to see how it holds up, or how it's held up. So this is kind of a little bit bittersweet, but you guys remember when I put the this cheap make-free graphene ceramic coating that I got off of eBay on here? It's been close to a year ago. Well, as you can see, it's literally gone bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, there is some sheathing there, and you can see the sheathing that's going on, okay? But even with a ceramic coating, and it hasn't been a full year with this stuff should be holding up. It should be a lot more hydrophobics in there. It should be a lot more bubbles going. I mean, there's some sheathing, but if you can look and see, look a little bit closer, you can see how the water's just pooling right there. So yeah, it's gone. It really is. Now, on the other hand, please forgive my dogs. They're out here barking this morning. There she is. The thing about it is, what I have found out though, is that this Rain-X car wash that I use, I it's going on there pretty good because it's drying up and it's not drying up with any bubbles, any water spots, as far as I can see. So we'll see how it ends up. Everything's all cleaned on it. Everything's all wiped up. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Pure Shine Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions. Hope you can see it. Do a little, you know, I always do a little after wash. I love the spray handles on these things. These things are so nice. I mean, the spray comes out in a nice misty stream. So as I was saying, the whole point behind this video was some of the products and things that I gotten, you know, over the Black Friday weekend. You know, I got some great deals, and it's basically, you know, mostly surrounded around this soap rinse. I hope y'all can see that. The soap rinse foam cannon. This is how much I got left and what I used it, you know, on the Telluride. And I got to tell you, now the reason why I did this video is because this is a $19 foam cannon. And the guy that I saw do it, I can't think of his name. I'd like to give him a shout out, and maybe when I start editing this video, I'll find his name. We'll put the video out there in the first place on it to show you the difference, you know, between this and the MJC, which is not much difference at all, okay? Because it worked just as good. And he changed it up and put a 1.1 orifice in it. This, I know all these come with a 1.2, 1.5 orifice, I believe, if I'm right. That's what I believe they come in with. But even with that, I didn't change the orifice in this one. And you saw what the foam looked like. And you saw the soap that I used. The soap that I used in it was this stuff right here. Come on, this was Rain-X. This stuff costs $7 a bottle at Walmart, okay? And you get a lot of it in it. Now, will I use this soap again? Yeah. But what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll mix it, you know, with some of my other soaps, you know, something that's a little bit more high end, you know, because I mean, you know, you couldn't get this size of a Chemical Guys or, you know, Suds Lab or something like that, you know, Coach Kimmy, stuff like that, you know, in this size right here, and their soaps will cost you $100, okay? All right, it'll cost you $100. This costs $7, and it worked. It worked just fine. Like I said, I'll use it again, and this time I'll mix it in with some other soap. I mean, it was slick. It went on slick. It worked just as good. It really did. It worked just as good. Just to show you, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Sometimes you do get what you pay for. I've said that over and over again. You're going to get what you pay for. But sometimes, you know, when you're in business like I'm in business, okay, and I'll be honest with you, with the vehicles that I do from everyday people, I can't afford a bottle of soap this size here that's going to cost me between $75 and $100. I couldn't afford it. I mean, I wouldn't be making any money. Okay, I'd be too busy spending it out on product, you know, because you got to have product. But the stuff that I've used, it's got people coming back, and it's got them sending other people to me. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this video. You know, please hit those like buttons, subscribe buttons. It's important to the channel to keep the channel going. The like buttons, you know, hit those like buttons, those subscribe buttons, you know, the notification bell. Every time I put out a video, you know, you'll be able to see it. So with this, you know, I'll say in general, y'all have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day in St. Louis. We got rain that's coming in later on this evening around 7 o'clock tonight. But right now, you know, people are getting the cars clean because it's a very nice day. You see, I even got short sleeves on. I'm out here. So peace. Y'all have a wonderful day. See y'all next time.